What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, this message that I'm about to send out, it goes out to you, you over there, you behind that, you sitting right there. Stay out of married people's business. I repeat, stay out of married people's business. When two people decide that they're going to get married and spend the rest of their life together, that is a decision that they make, hopefully being under the full understanding that that union puts everybody else secondary. 100% puts everybody else secondary. It's no longer about mama, it's no longer about daddy, it's no longer about best friend and homeboy and all that. The number one person to you should be your spouse and vice versa. You have people that will come out and they'll say, "Well, man, that's my daughter, man. That's my son, and or that's my best friend. I was here long before she even met him, and I'm gonna be there. I'm riding for my friend. He ain't just gonna do her no any kind of way on my watch and all this different stuff that you hear people when they start to inject themselves into other folks' relationship. Now, here's the problem with that. It's none of your business. And you make the mistake, many marriages have ended because of outside people. Outside people yapping and getting into the ear of the married people and putting the key in their back. Girl, I leave him. He ain't working, he ain't had a job and all this time, and you out here doing all this stuff. I'll be gone. I'll be out of there. The dude saying the same thing. Well, man, you need to go on. You need to move around, man. Don't just let her do you any kind of way like that, man. Put the parents. I didn't want you to marry her no way, son. I always knew. I knew how she was. I just didn't say nothing. Or you could do better. You could do all these different things that they hear because the the family and friends are naturally gonna side with the person that they are connected to, and on the other side as well. And sometimes married people make the mistake of bringing their business to friends and family, and the context is not always legitimately laid out, and the stories are most of the time one-sided, and very few friends and family are gonna have the kind of fairness in mind and non-biased approach to say, well, hold on, well, I hear what you're saying, son or best friend, but what did you do? What role did you play? Did you play any role in this? Don't just tell all the stuff that she did, all the stuff that he did. So you bring your business to people, and most of the time we bring our business to the wrong people. We bring our business to the people who ready for something to pop off, the people who are messy, and the people who secretly wanted to see your marriage fail in the first place, and then you didn't know it. So you got to be careful with that. It's none of our business. We have no say in that. Now there's a line, there's a balance, because of course when it comes down to things like abuse, physical abuse, somebody beating up on your daughter or something like that. Okay, now, you know, that justifies you intervening in a different kind of way. That's a whole another ball game. But arguing, I don't care if you screaming at the top of your lungs, they yelling at each other, they can't get along for a stretch. Um, Money problems, they got to figure that out. They got to work that out. You know, they stood there and looked at each other and said, for better, for worse, sickness and health, for richer, for poor. They stood there and agreed to that. They stood there and they co-signed those words. So you have to let these two grown people figure out their problems. When you have these weddings and things of that nature, that's why they do the ritualistic things they do and say, well, That's why the father gives away the bride. Who gives this woman to this man? And the father stands up. I do the. You are basically saying, hey man, she's grown, and now this man, she's yours now, brother. She's yours now. Ain't your place to be in they mix all the time. You gotta let that go. See, and we as friends and family, we gotta understand that. And the married people got to understand that too, because you stand there, you read those vows, and you say those vows, and everybody's in there crying, and y'all gazing into each other's eyes, and you more focused on a ceremony than you are on the union itself. So more emphasis is put on the dress, on the venue, on the people and the ring and all this different stuff and how beautiful it was and all this. And then you got to go home and you're dealing with a person that you really don't even know, like you thought you knew or you claim you knew. So everybody has a role to play. But regular arguments and disagreements and bumps in the road, all that stuff gonna happen. But it's not your place as a friend or a family member to just be jumping in it every time. Oh no, I ain't just gonna let her do them. The mama coming to the house all the time, showing up over there. The girl done married your son, and you downgrading and telling her how she don't know how to cook for him. Watch out, let me show you how he like his potatoes. And I'm no, can't do that. Leave it alone, because you wouldn't want nobody to do that to you. But the problem is, some of y'all never been in that position because of your mentality to even have nobody to want to marry you. I'm gonna leave that part alone. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. Hope this helps somebody out, and hope it's a lesson to everybody on all sides. Cause look, hey man, people come to me for advice and all that, but I try to speak it in terms of, well, this is what I would do, or this is what I've seen happen before. But it's never my place to tell somebody, leave this person, cut that person loose. Again, unless it's something that's seriously detrimental that we all can see. All right, man, I'll catch y'all later. Hit y'all with another before the day is over with. Peace and love. All right.